This is the kind of job where questions get answered after you sign the NDA.
Fuck kind of horror shit is this?
What are we gonna do with the officer's body?
Yeah, I mean, look, I don't fucking know why it's got no blood in it. Sometimes they come like that.
But there is most definitely a sound coming from the shadows. It's a long, drawn-out, scratching sound. Like something is sharpening its claws. Hello, welcome back to Detroit by Night, our Vampire the Masquerade actual play. Tonight is part 1 of 2 for Season 2, Prelude. In this Prelude, we're going to view the events of the longest night through a mortal lens to fully appreciate how monstrous these vampires truly are. In this case, the mortals are employees of Sullivan Sons Funeral Home, an Anarch feeding ground and body disposal unit all in one. The crew is tasked with cleaning up the Sabbat house from Season 1, as well as disposing of the bodies of some pesky food items. We open with Kimball, the night manager, gathering together a crew of undesirables in order to sign their NDAs. Typically, Kimball deactivates the alarm precisely at sundown, leaves for 1 hour, returns, reactivates the alarm, and takes care to never be working in the funeral home past sundown. However, today he's getting something of a late start, and his crew is about to pay dearly for that. The outcome of this prelude will set the tone for Season 2, as well as determining the level of SI interest in the vampires of Detroit. So let's head to Sullivan Sons, a quaint funeral home in Corktown with an unusually large storage facility and several cremation ovens. Zooming in to Kimball's crowded, tacky office where the characters have been assembled.
All right, so you all here because you want a job at this very fine establishment, and you answered my advert for a no questions cash job. I'm guessing that appeals to everyone here for whatever reason, yeah?
Yeah.
Yep.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
I suppose.
All right, very good. Well, this is a very good job, all right? It pays $1,000 a week, cash, up to you whether or not you want to report it, but probably don't, because I'm not going to report it. Why give any to the government, right? They've only fucked you over so far, right?
Agreed.
Very good. So we're all on board so far. Other thing is, tonight you get $100 bonus just for coming on board. But before that happens, and I'll kind of like fan out the NDAs there, you're all going to have to sign a very much legally binding non-disclosure agreement, meaning that whatever you see going on here, I don't give a fuck if you think it's wrong or shady. You don't say shit about it to anyone.
I just want to ask, this is a mortuary job, okay? This is not a gang. I just want to make that clear.
Yeah, this is a mortuary job. We're going to be handling dead people, right? That's what we do here.
Yeah, I'm not questioning the money.
Despite what you've seen on like the, I'm sorry, what was that?
I'm not questioning the money.
Did you say you're not doing this for the money?
No, I don't mind the money. I will take the money. I just want to make sure that it's not a criminal thing. I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm really sorry. Continue.
Well, I'm guessing your producer, our mutual friend, thought this would be funny, but you're here and you can make some money. So do you want to stay?
Yes, I'm staying. I have no qualms about the money. I'll take the money. I'll work for the money. I just want to make sure that this isn't going to bite me in the ass.
Look, if you want those kind of guarantees, that's the kind of guarantee that comes with a different kind of job, but also with, more responsibilities. This job, primary responsibility is just show up when you're called and keep your mouth shut. And that's it. No background checks, no credit scores, none of that bullshit. I don't care what you've done in the past as long as you can show up and do the work here.
I can get back.
Now you're asking if there's going to be anything illegal. We can talk about that after you sign the NDA.
Jeff walks up to Kimball, already has everything signed, and just hands it to him. He didn't read it. He signed it at the moment you handed it to him.
Yeah,
And
Kimball smiles and just like hands him the $100 bill, or just maybe like stuffs it in the shirt pocket of his flannel. Good kid. Good kid, he says to the man older than him.
The alarm on Kimball's phone goes off, alerting him to the fact that there are 3 hours until the sun goes down.
Kimball, like, so you see Kimball like check his phone and like suck his teeth a little bit and be like, all right, I don't have time to kind of like dilly-dally about this. Like I said, I will answer questions. This is the kind of job where questions get answered after you sign the NDA. So if you don't want $1,000 in cash every week and $100 cash tonight, then be on your way. But if that sounds like good money, then you can sign this form, and then we can talk about what the job, the details, the specifics, okay? But, you know, rest assured, we're not hurting anybody. You're never going to, like, you know, well, that's it. We're not hurting anybody, so just don't worry about that.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely, I'll sign. This is a dream. Thank you.
Oh, Anthony
All right.
has a big smile and signs. No problem.
Okay.
Yeah, Kimball hands out the hundreds to Christina and Anthony. How are Christopher and Claudia thinking about this?
Chris is he's whipping a pen out of his pocket and he's signing. Like he's ready. He wants this
Good.
100.
Good
Desperately.
kid. Good. Here you go.
Clean as inflicted.
Okay.
She really needs the money. A producer wouldn't set her up. She will sign it. And she's a little bit peer pressured now that everyone else has signed it. She can't just leave. Then she would seem like some kind of weirdo. So she'll sign.
All right.
Yeah, that would be the thing. That would be the moment at which Claudine seemed like the weirdo.
Yeah. So Kimball will slide Claudine her $100, stack up the NDAs, and then we'll put them in the drawer with a lock on it, lock it, and slip the key into his pocket. Turns to the group, kind of clasps his hands, and be like, "All right, very good. So let's get into the specifics of what the job is. This is, as you guessed, a mortuary. We are dealing with dead bodies. This group, working for me directly, you will be dealing with dead bodies that, you know, with our night deposit box. All right. Basically, sometimes we get bodies that aren't getting a funeral. All right. So we just process them, get rid of them, you know, and that's it. Like I said, no one's getting hurt. They're already dead. And I promise you're never going to see their faces on the back of a milk carton. All right. So, like, don't worry about, like, you know, who's not getting closure or any bullshit like that. No one's missing these people. All right.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So I know that's a little bit gruesome. Chris, you got a question?
Yes, sir. You mentioned milk cartons. We're not doing anything to like murder kids, right? Like that's like
No. We don't murder. Like, how could I could not be any more clear about this. We don't murder anybody. Everyone that comes in here is dead. All right. What
I'm asking is, did we help? Like, don't worry about it. No, it's fine. It's fine.
Look, it's fine. I'm going to tell you.
It's fine,
look,
it's fine.
I don't have all the answers and all the specifics. I just got experience, and in my experience, I have never seen a missing persons report on any of the, you know, the faces that come through here. All right, so like it's a little gross, but you know, I'm not going to say honest work, but well, you know, fuck that. It is honest work because, like I said, we're not hurting anybody. They're all dead, and I've never seen a missing persons report. here's what we need from you. All right, you get $1,000 a week. You come by every week, you get your cash. All right. All you have to do for this cash is, like I said, don't say anything about what we do here. And by the way, those NDAs, while some of the shit that we do is a little bit under the table, that shit is very much legal. All right. So don't be thinking that you can go talk about this and, go hide somewhere. And there's like nothing physical may happen to you, but your life will get fucking ruined. All right. And trust me, it's not worth it. Like I said, we're not hurting anybody. Anyway, keep your mouth shut. All right. That's real easy. $1,000 a week. Just don't say anything and be on call. That means when I call you to come work, you fucking come work. Now you can have other hustles. You can have other jobs. I don't give a shit. I'm not going to tell you what to do with your life outside of here. But if I call you because I fucking need you over here and you tell me, oh, I can't, I'm on shift or at fucking Starbucks, fucking walk out of your shift. I don't give a fuck. All right. If that gets you fired there, fine. You go find another job after that. But this is the job that you show up for when we call you. It's not a full-time job. There'll be so many weeks where you never even hear from me. But you can still come collect that money. Sound good?
Yeah, trust me, I have
Yes,
no
sir.
intention of ever telling anyone that I ever worked
Okay.
here. So we're good on that part.
Looks at his watch. Let's get the fuck out of here.
With their NDA signed, Paperclip and Jeff head to the Sabat house. They park across the street, walk up to the house, and use the spare key to enter, totally unprepared for what they are about to find. So, the sight that greets you is really quite disturbing. There's the body of a woman, and it appears that she has mutilated her own face. Her eyes are missing, and there are deep slashes all over it. Her head has been cut off of her body, but she's still holding the knife clasped in her hand. Flies are beginning to cover her body as well.
The fuck kind of horror shit is this?
This is bad.
Jeff gets to the bag. He just starts like trying to
Let's work together.
get this girl in this bag.
We'll pry that knife out of the hand so it doesn't cut the bag. Let's work as a team to get people into bags. We need to search this whole house for people. Is that how this job works?
Were we told how many bodies we were going? No, okay.
I mean, I don't know if Kimball
I'm
was told how many bodies.
Yeah. I don't think Kimball was told the number of bodies, and you guys were not told the number of bodies. So you pry the knife out of her hand, move her into the bag, gather up, I'm assuming, her pieces.
Yeah, just kind of toss them in the bag.
And then begin carrying the bag out through the front door.
Jeff will offer to carry the bag, and then you can look for more.
I say let's see if there are any more bodies and we can get them all bagged and get them out quick. I'd rather not make multiple trips if we don't have to.
Okay, sure.
Do them as quickly without breaks in between.
There's some bodies upstairs. You can hear the sound of the flies buzzing around.
Let's do a quick search of the house. See what we find.
I got a feeling that there's something up there. Definitely feels like I'm in a horror movie. Yeah.
You mount the stairs, and there is a thick cloud of flies covering a very small body. It looks like there was a massive impact on the head region. Now, all that's left is the torso and the legs. The head has been completely obliterated.
You gotta be fucking kidding me. There's a fucking kid up here.
Holy shit, is she okay? Does she need help? Or he?
We need a bag. We need a bag up here. We need another bag.
Oh, that kind of kid. Shit. All right.
So Jeff will just go downstairs. He's kind of in shock, so he's kind of in that like, everything. I'm just gonna keep doing what I came here to do. He's gonna get a bag. He's gonna take it upstairs, and then he's gonna start bagging her body.
Oh, you hear stories about weird shit happening, and you always wonder who cleans that mess up. Now we know.
Yeah, I guess that's us.
There is also an older woman who has been decapitated. She looks like she was in her early 50s. Looks like this was a family. But a paperclip has found the grossest one. It's in the basement. When you attempt to move it, pieces start to fall off.
Paperclip probably throws up a little bit on the side. It makes his way up the steps. It goes, we got some Addams Family shit going on here.
What, did the fucking lady with the knife go psycho or something? Start cutting. Look,
This may have been going on a long time. There's a dead body in the basement that's been there a long time. It's old. This might be a serial killer house. And the family found out. I haven't seen do you see a husband anywhere? It's always a husband.
Yeah. It must have been.
You hear a knock at the door.
Shit, did you lock the door?
No.
Hello, police?
Jeff's gonna go start walking to the door, and he's gonna open it.
Well, on the other side is a very anxious police officer.
Hi, what can I do for you, officer?
I'm following up about a call that we received the other night. It was a welfare call. Sir, is the family that lives here available to speak with us?
No, actually, they're not here. We're here doing some construction work. Why?
They were supposed to get in touch with us this morning. There was an issue with their child.
They took care of it.
I don't know what to tell you. They left the place unlocked. They emailed us and told us to come out here.
Can we get a name? We're just trying to get a hold of them. We need to confirm that the little girl is okay.
Yeah. I think the boss lady, I think her name was Jane, and then Jeff's gonna look back and call into the house. What was the lady's name again? It was Jane what?
Roll your manipulation subterfuge, Jeffrey, versus the top.
I'm not good at this.
Oh, Jesus Christ, bruh. Roll well.
One success.
This is going to go great.
3 successes.
We're fucked.
Do you mind if I come in and take a look?
I mean, it's like really moldy and it's probably.
I'll come out after being called. Which lady are you talking about?
The lady
Oh,
that hired us here to do the contracting.
Hi, officer. I don't pay attention to those names. It's like what?
It was Jane something.
Walker, Knickerbaker, some.
Okay, I'm gonna need to come in. I can't help but notice that there is an unusual smell coming from inside the home. I'm afraid I'm gonna need to enter.
Do you have a mask?
I'll take my chances. I do need to confirm that the little girl is okay.
We're the only people here, officer.
He has probable cause to enter this dwelling. There was a welfare check. They did not follow up with the welfare check. In the morning, the house smells like dead bodies, and there are 2 weird men in overalls and rubber gloves in this house.
Gary is blameless here for the welfare check thing. Do not blame Gary.
Guess y'all just go to jail.
No.
I don't know. I don't know what to do there.
Jeff backs up and he's like, I mean, it's your lungs, officer.
Actually, if you want to borrow my mask, you can use it.
Ooh, gross.
Oh God, it's got vomit on
Yeah, there's vomit on the side.
in character. Oh my God, there's vomit on it. He's gonna step inside.
Fuck.
And immediately see the very large blood and gore stain.
Jeff's gonna just punch this guy in like the back of the head or something.
I love this,
$1,000
Russ.
Yeah.
He's just gonna try to knock this officer out.
Okay, let's do it.
I mean, the officer hasn't seen his face, right? Because he was wearing a mask, so it seems like the right thing to do.
Strength brawl.
I have a lot of dice for this, so 4 successes.
3 successes. So you do punch him. It's not a knockout blow, but you do land a pretty square blow.
Keep
what
going, man.
comes next? Yeah, you can't sleep.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep wailing at him.
That'll teach her to follow up on welfare checks.
There's a kid body, so it won't take the full bag, so we got room for another extra body, and
Dagmar's gonna love this. She's gonna be so happy when she finds out about this. And you guys are gonna be high up on her list of new favorite people that she really likes.
but I mean, people.
Okay, so let's roll our strength brawl. You're trying to grab his gun, so give me a dex. Let's do a dex brawl roll to snatch it off of him. Ooh, another good. He got another 3 successes, y'all.
4. I got 4 again.
I got 1.
Okay, so you don't snatch his gun, but Jeff, you really do deck him. You're fucking his shit up.
Like, I imagine it's hard for him to grab the gun because Jeff is a big dude and he's on top of this dude and he's just wailing on him trying to knock him out.
That's much better than me just not having very much skill at fighting in hand-to-hand combat.
Let's do another round of combat, and then that will be representative of how the rest of this fight goes.
Okay.
Oh my god. He got no successes and a 1.
Oh, I rolled really good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 successes.
You beat the shit out of this guy. There's severe head trauma to this guy. You just now did fucking 6 levels of damage on top of the 2 that he has already suffered. You really jacked his shit. What are you gonna do, Jeff?
Jeff stands up. He's in shock. That was like a fight or flight response. He kind of just stares at the cop for a few moments, and then he's like, "I'm gonna go bag that body," and then he's just gonna grab the bag and go upstairs.
And you're gonna leave this with me
for now.
What are we gonna do with the officer's body?
All right,
and body cam.
It's not like we call the boss.
Yeah,
I'm gonna take his cam off. I'm gonna grab his wallet and the cash out of it. I'm gonna take his gun. I'm gonna grab his car keys. I'm gonna look out front, and if I don't see anyone looking, I'm gonna cover my head, sneak to his car, and move it in front of somewhere else. Back it up a bit so it's in front of a different house, and then come back. And
so, go ahead.
And then start help bagging up all the bodies.
As Paperclip and Jeff are literally fighting the law at the Sabat house, the remaining crew at Sullivan Sons have headed into the basement. Bodies to be unceremoniously cremated are marked with a green tag. Kimball and his new recruits are about to turn their attention to one such body.
So I'll open one of the green tag and I'll slide it out. And who do we see?
You see an older man there. It looks as if he's been smashed on the head. And it is obvious that to Kimball has developed a good sense for the juicy ones and the dejuiced ones. This old man is pretty dejuiced. which means if you were to attempt to embalm him, the first component of that, removing the blood and fluid, would already be taken care of for you.
He thinks someone drained him, but he doesn't know why.
Or how. And to the rest of you, would you guys like to make an intelligence medicine roll?
I sure would.
Okay.
All right.
Sure.
The difficulty here is 2.
Fuck my life. That's 1.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, I got 2.
Damn.
Okay. Christina, you would recognize that this body is exsanguinated. It doesn't appear to be nearly large enough wound to account for that kind of blood loss, but this thing is sucked dry. You can see the veins under the skin. It's pale. The blood can't... There's not even enough blood to pool.
Mr. Kimball, what happened to this body?
This
doesn't look right.
Look, it's your first day, so I'll let that slide. But that sounds an awful lot like a question. And, the job description specifically said no questions asked, right?
All right. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
It's fine.
It's all right. Look, we're all in this together now, right? We're a team. That's why we did that team building exercise in my office. Yeah. Look, I don't fucking know why it's got no blood in it. Sometimes they come like that. I don't know.
In time,
like maybe they keep the blood for some kind of weird,
get this done,
ultra rich sex party kind of shit. Who the fuck knows?
Yeah.
Chris, go over to that table there. You're gonna see a fingerprint kit. Bring it on over.
Chris does so.
Chris, I want you to get this old man's fingerprints.
Chris has the most absolutely mortified look on his face, but he doesn't say, he doesn't voice anything. He fingerprints as directed, and I'm pretty sure he fucks it up, big time.
Luckily, he's got 2 hands, so I'm gonna show you how to do it on this one real quick, all right? It's all right. It's like I said, we're gonna learn by doing, okay?
In the basement, you hear the sound of someone ringing the bell at the front door. The front door is locked, but the fact that somebody is ringing the buzzer for service at the front door is not a great sign.
Oh, fuck. I gotta go upstairs. I'll go upstairs to see what's going on. I will grab my pistol from my office and tuck it into the back of my pants.
There is a police officer at the door, Kimball.
Okay, then I will take my pistol and put it in a drawer of an end table holding a Voss in the hallway, just so I don't have a gun on me when I talk to the cop. Yeah, I will walk towards the door, pause, and then run over to my office real quick and spray myself with Axe body spray. We'll open the door with the chain on it still, the privacy chain, and be like, evening or afternoon, officer. How can I help you?
Yes, sir. I'm Officer Higgins. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Officer Higgins.
Do you mind if I come inside and have a word with you?
Actually, we can just talk here. It's, it's kind of, it's still a work day here. And so, better if, we just talk here.
We've been hearing some troubling things from a former employee.
Shrug, okay.
His name is Ricky. Ricky Larson. He's a 19-year-old kid.
I'll make a show of trying to remember as Ricky. Oh yeah, that kid. Yeah, I had to let him go because he was stealing.
He has said some disturbing things about your establishment.
I know it's a little off-putting to deal with the dead, but we give families closure, all right? I know it's disturbing to a young kid like that to have to deal with dead bodies, but look, he couldn't hack it, and like I said, he was a thief anyway.
Do you carry out undocumented cremations here on this property, sir?
Well, no, absolutely not. That would be a huge violation of our certification.
Let us roll your manipulation subterfuge. You got a good dice pool. He only got 2 successes.
1, 2. Oh, actually, that's a crit. So 1.
Hey,
That's 5, 6, 7 successes. I only rolled 1 not success.
You know how kids are, sir.
Yeah, I mean, I know one day. Yeah, I didn't press charges when I found out because I know one day he's going to get his head screwed on straight. It honestly, it bums me out to hear that he's out there spreading lies and rumors on top of like I said, stealing from the till.
You know, sir, sometimes people want to take revenge on their employers, so they just give us calls and make false reports. We did have a suspicion that this might not be on the up and up due to some of the other wild things that he said about working at this place. But thank you for your time.
Yeah, I can only hope he's not on drugs. Look, I want to help Ricky if I can. I know, and I'll shrug. I was like, I know it's against protocol, but I mean, like, if you don't want to give me the contact information, you don't have to. But I would appreciate being able to reach out to Ricky and just make sure he's okay. Do you have his most recent number?
You know what? Do you think Kimball can persuade him to give you the number with charisma persuasion?
Ooh, charisma, maybe. I've only got, it'll be a dice pool of 4. I don't know if that's possible.
Yeah, let's give it a go.
All right. 2 successes.
1 success.
Okay.
The kid is also, saying crazy things, alarming other people down at the shelter. Just putting everybody on edge. So, he did have a contact number. Sir, maybe you could reach out to him and talk some sense into him.
I want to try. Like, for all his faults, like I said, I know he could get his head screwed on straight if maybe he just got some help. So yeah, I appreciate that, officer. Thank you.
So he's going to take out his own private notepad and scratch down a number and hand it to Kimball. Now, you didn't get that from me, right, sir?
Absolutely not. No.
All right, you have a nice night, sir.
You too, officer. I appreciate you doing your duty. And good night. And I'll close the door softly, giving a little head nod and a wave.
Okay.
And then turn off the door and be like, that motherfucker. I'm gonna hold the number like, ooh, I got you now, you little shit.
Back at the Sabat house, Paperclip is moving the car, and Jeff has returned to the basement to finish bagging up the bodies. But he's about to realize that he's not alone. By now, you have maybe 45 minutes until the sun goes down.
Oh, shit.
You start placing the body into the bag, but you get the eerie feeling that you're being watched from the darkness. There's no sunlight down here in this basement. The only illumination is the ugly yellow overhead light, and it shines a spotlight almost directly on Jeff. But there is most definitely a sound coming from the shadows. It's a long, drawn-out, scratching sound. Like something is sharpening its claws.
So the overhead light, is it like one that hangs, or is it just one that's
It's one that hangs, like the single light bulb with no shade on it.
Is there a way I could try to push the light a bit to see if it'll cast any light where I hear the sound, see if I see anything?
You manage to sort of leap up and tap the light so that it swings enough to shine light and illuminate the area where you're hearing scratches. You see a wall of boxes stacked maybe 4 high. It looks like they're pressed up against the wall or maybe like 2 feet from the wall. But other than that, you don't see anything.
Jeff shakes his head. It's getting to him. He's getting paranoid. He's just going to start bagging this body up.
Jeff, what's taking you so long?
At the top of the stairs, you see the light kind of swinging back and forth down in the basement. You feel the fading sun on your back as you stand looking down the stairs. Are you going to proceed down into the basement?
I don't hear him respond.
Do you respond, Jeff?
Yeah, I shout. This fucking body down here is all fucked up and shit.
We're going to put that officer in a bag?
I guess. I'll let Kimball deal with that.
So they proceed down into the darkened basement. Instinctively, Paperclip, you hesitate a moment before leaving the safety of the sunlight and entering the darkness of the basement. And that is where that's going to be our cliffhanger. Next week, we will check in on Jeff and Paperclip in the darkened basement of the Sabat house and see what happens to the Sullivan Sons crew when the sun goes down. So make sure that you are subscribed to see what happens next. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and share it with your friends. Comment below whether $1,000 a week is enough for you to work at Sullivan Sons. Check out Season 1 down there. And also consider becoming one of our patrons over there. Thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight, and I will see you again next week. Bye-bye!